In today's video, we're going to be talking about morning pages, how they have changed my life, and I'm going to be sharing a small extract that I was called to make a video about. So let's get started. Hi and welcome back to Lightyears. My name is Jayasri Nagrale and this is where we talk about spirituality for the modern day. A few months back, after watching a few good reviews about the book, I myself picked up The Artist's Way by Cameron, and in there she talks about the importance of journaling and especially journaling in the morning. She suggests that every morning without fail we write 3 pages of continuous streaming. She calls them as morning pages and they are really amazing. For me personally, I have had issues with my throat chakra and with my expression of self, and I have come to realize over the past few years that that was an area that I need to work on. One of the reasons for me to start this channel was on the same lines that I need to express myself more vocally, put myself out there, and just create another way of expressing myself. And my morning pages are one of the other ways in which I kind of express myself through writing. This is my second book so far, and it's been around 3 months. I've been writing morning pages most of the days regularly. You can say out of the 90 or so days I have written morning pages for about 80-85 minimum. From the moment I have started expressing my thoughts and what's in my head, I find myself calmer throughout the day, and people around me also have noticed a substantial difference in my emotional state and in the state that I interact with others. So apart from that, this has also helped me connect with my higher self, with my spirit guides, with my angels and archangels. It has strengthened that bond, and as and when I have been writing these pages, I have realized the different forms of speech, if you can say that. So there is my voice, then there is a voice of my higher self, and then there is a voice of my spirit guides, my guardian angels, and the creator of all that is. So I have come to recognize different voices. 3 to 4 days back, I have had another one of these channeling sessions. It was pretty random. It came out when I was writing my pages, and at the end of the session, my guides wanted me to make a video about this. Usually I am very particular about my pages, and I don't go back to them ever. Like I don't even reread them, but yeah, but I was asked to make a video, so I am going to go back and just read the whole transcript as is. My higher self and we usually talk about various topics. Lately we have been discussing about fear and what drives people to do things that they do, what drives people to seek out power, and and the likes. So I was just channeling, and somewhere around this point, so I was just writing my pages as is, just probably a brain dump, and somewhere around this point I started channeling. So I'm just going to read it. So we are talking about fear and power. So when I say fear, that means fear is something that is inbuilt, that is passed through generations into the DNA, passed through parental lineage, and power is something that people seek out to have a sense of control over others. Say there are different forms of power. There are like political power, like people especially in the country where I live in, so people who are into politics or who are into some form of government agencies or who are into military and police, they exercise some form of psychological power over the masses. So that is the power I'm talking about here. People on some level are a little fearful of the people who are wearing a uniform or who are in some form of political connections or who are connected somehow. So I wanted to explore why that happens, and because I'm also studying behavioral psychology, I wanted to get some answers on those lines. So this is what we have so far. So my higher self says that fear fuels power and power fuels fear. So it is more on both of them fuel the other. So because people are fearful because they are scared. Somewhere deep inside they go out and seek power, so they go out and try to get that external power so that they can cover their fear. And so because, and it also is also true the other way. So because people are powerful, now they are more fearful of their lives, of their protection, of their security, of their assets, and then they seek out some more power to cover that fear. So it's more like a self-fulfilling maze that never ends. Yeah, so I'm just going to read it. So fear fuels power, and that happens in both the ways. So people fear power, and power arises because of fear. Power holds true as long as someone fears you. You hold the power over a person that fears you. And this fear is inbuilt and passed down through generations, right into our genes. So then I asked myself, so what action steps can I take to break this whole chain of fear and power? And I mean, I don't want to be fearful of anyone, so unless I have done something wrong. And then I go ahead and ask my higher self what we as humans can do to break that cycle of fear and power, and both of them fueling each other and over a mad race. So I get the guidance that we have to acknowledge that yes, this is a fear that has been passed down through generations, and that is why I'm feeling it right now. But we also have to acknowledge that, okay, now also be conscious that okay, now this is going to stop, and I am going to stop the cycle. So we have to go ahead and then face our fears. I mean, just do a little bit of what scares you. I'm not asking you to directly go jump off a cliff because you're scared of heights. So just start gradually and tell yourself that, okay, you're working towards addressing your fears, and these are just I mean, though these might sound very real and you can already feel it in your body, it all started with the head, and that is where you can start stopping this from. That is where you can start stopping this from. Wow. Okay, so then we start speaking about karmic costs, karmic accounts, and how when a lot of people fear you, how that affects you karmically. So yeah, so it says that the emotions people feel towards you are projected towards you. So they distill into your aura, and if many similar projections happen, your aura becomes that, and then you gradually becomes that. So then my higher self suggests that cleaning works, and the most important suggestion that she gives me, I like to address my higher self as a she. So she says that cleaning the aura periodically and regularly helps, but the most important thing that we can do right now is to not carry anything around. So give no reason for anyone to think of you with negative emotions or thoughts, and release people from your negative thoughts. So forgiveness is the key. So she has like she stresses a lot on forgiveness. Forgiveness is the key, and do it not for anyone else's benefit but solely for yours. Do it because you value your time and your records, and you value your energy field. So forgiveness, auric baths, salt baths, stilling meditations are a good start. So then I ask her about what about past life or ancestral burdens on our soul. They are a part of our soul contracts as well, and yeah, so she says that yes, they are a part of your soul contract, and you have chosen to pick up a few of these because you know how to resolve these. You're capable of resolving them, or will be in the duration of this lifetime. So then I ask her, so what do we do to resolve these? So she says that each of these karmic accounts needs a different approach. Never miss any opportunity to help any being. These opportunities are collaborated by the universe and are chances for you to start releasing any debts. But intention is very vital. So while you are in the act of helping out someone, make a clear intention that your karmic debts and any karmic negative currency that you're carrying be immediately released and settled in this process, and for the highest good of everyone concerned. So once this process starts, you will be given many chances in the coming few days, and spot them and use them wisely. This was direct channeling from my higher self that I did over the course of my morning pages, and she wanted me to make a video out of this, and I hope that this has been helpful to whoever watches this, and yeah, thanks for watching and make a fantastic day ahead.